What is going on, you guys? Today I have another quick video review for you. This one is from a channel called Adventure Freaks, and it's called the top 3 Latin American countries that retirees are moving to. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to Adventure Freaks. I'm Ray, and today we're diving into the top 3 countries that expats are moving to in Latin America. These countries keep showing up again and again in conversations among expats and retirees who've already made the move. Why? Because they offer that sweet spot that so many of us are looking for. Affordability, financial freedom, easy residency options, and a beautiful lifestyle with access to beaches, mountains, and vibrant cultures. And we're also saving the most popular country for last, so stick around to see which one tops the list. Now let's get started. Coming in at number 3 on our list is Colombia. More and more expats are choosing Colombia, and once you visit, it's easy to see why. Colombia offers a warm and welcoming culture, incredible diversity in climate and landscape, and a cost of living that makes retirement dollars go a whole lot further. From the tropical vibes of Cartagena on the Caribbean coast, to the eternal spring of Medellin, one of Latin America's most innovative cities, to towns like Manizales, surrounded by green hills and coffee farms, Colombia definitely delivers. Residency is also very attainable. For retirees, you only need to show $1,000 per month of income to qualify for the retirement visa, which is one of the most accessible in the region. Expats love the affordability here. Expect to pay around $500 to $800 for a one-bedroom apartment in popular neighborhoods like Laureles or Envigado. In Cartagena, with ocean views, will bump the price up to approximately $700 to $1,000 per month. Manizales is even more budget-friendly. You can find places here for $250 to $600 per month. In some cases,
Okay, pause, because that was similar to some spots in Southeast Asia too. So anywhere between 250 to, let's say, like 500 is pretty reasonable in some of these areas. And you're still justifying paying 1,500, 1,300 or more, right, in the US. If you really want to stretch your dollar as a retiree, a lot of these places are great ideas to move to, like Latin America, Southeast Asia, certain parts of Africa. You have to do your research there. I know there's some expats really liking there. And then like Romania, right? Like parts of Eastern Europe, I believe. So do your research, but there's a lot of great options for you.
you can find large homes, or what they call fincas, farmhouses, with land and pools, with views of roaming hills and coffee plantations, from $550 to $700 per month. And these homes aren't little. They can range from 2,000 to 4,500 square feet. It's hard to believe that you can get that much space with those incredible views for that amount of money. If you're considering purchasing real estate, in Bogota, apartments will start at the $90,000 mark. Outside the big city in the coffee country, you can find large farmhouses with property starting at approximately $100,000. Colombia's coffee country channels the charm of Tuscany. Think rolling hills and vibrant green valleys. And to be able to find the property here for $100,000, that's pretty incredible. Utility costs are reasonable. You'll pay around $60 to $100 per month. That includes gas, electric, and water. Internet's going to run you about $20 to $30 per month. Groceries per couple are going to run you about $200 to $300 per month if you stick to.
Look at this. Total $985 a month would be reasonable. And again, you're still justifying all these expenses and why you should stay in the US or the West.
Local markets. Dining out is very affordable. A nice meal at a local mom and pop restaurant will run you approximately $4 to $8. And even at mid-range restaurants, you can find deals at $8 to $15 per meal. Public transportation is cheap. In Medellin, the metro system is clean, safe, and reliable, with fares under $1. Healthcare is also a strong part in Colombia. Colombia has a high-quality public and private healthcare system, and many doctors speak English. Public healthcare will run approximately $125 per month, which is a steal when compared to the high cost of healthcare in the US. Private health insurance policies can run from $50 to $100 per month, depending on age and coverage, which is also an incredible steal. Some expats and retirees double up, utilizing the public healthcare system and the private system, and they pay approximately $225 per month, which is still an incredible price when you compare it to monthly health insurance rates in the US. It's no wonder that expats are putting down roots here. Colombia delivers an amazing lifestyle and an incredibly affordable price.
And by the way, let's touch on this safety aspect, because I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh, it's dangerous there. A lot of people who don't understand things that is dangerous. And also, if you're doing dumb stuff, right, like hanging out with the wrong people, like for example, like a lot of like men will put themselves in dumb situations with women, right? They'll take random drinks from people, and they'll be like drugged or something there. And just to go on that a little bit, there's a drug called scopolamine, right? It's like someone will put something in your drink, and then you'll become like a compliant zombie. Basically, you'll if they ask you to go to your ATM and withdraw all your money, you will. So this is why you don't take drinks from strangers. Kind of like common sense, but people lose that common sense when they're partying too much, or they're in sort of a scarcity mindset, and they really feel lonely, kind of thing. And I'm not trying to dunk on anybody right now. I'm just saying, like, have some street smarts, have some more common sense.
And let's move on to number 2 on our list, and that is Uruguay. Uruguay doesn't always make the flashiest headlines, but savvy expats are catching on. This country is quietly becoming one of the most attractive places to live in South America. Why? Because Uruguay checks off the boxes that are increasingly important to expats moving abroad. Safety, stability, affordability, and progressive values. Uruguay is known to be one of the most stable governments in South America. It's known for low crime rates and is often called the safest country in South America. What makes it stable and safe is a strong, functioning democracy with peaceful transitions of power and a robust rule of law. It consistently ranks among the top Latin American countries for democratic governance and lack of corruption. And unlike some of its neighbors, Uruguay has avoided military coups, political upheaval, or authoritarian regimes in recent decades. It is also an incredibly progressive country, from legalizing marijuana to supporting LGBTQ rights to prioritizing a strong healthcare system and modern infrastructure. The residency process here is straightforward. Retirees only need to show approximately $1,500 per month, and you don't need to buy a property to qualify. In terms of lifestyle and cost, a one-bedroom apartment in Montevideo, its capital, can run you approximately $500 to $1,200 per month, depending on location and quality. But if you're open to smaller towns like Atlantida or Periapolis, you can find rentals starting at $500 to $700 per month there. And with boots on the ground, sometimes less. You could purchase properties. An apartment in Montevideo will run you approximately $100,000. In homes outside the big city like Periapolis, they're going to start at approximately $100,000 as well. So when you think about safety, stability, affordable housing, that's pretty impressive in this culturally rich country. Getting into utilities, that'll run you approximately $100 to $150 per month, and internet typically runs from $30 to $50 per month. Groceries might run a bit higher than in Colombia. Expect to pay around $250 to $350 per month for a couple. Eating out can range between $6 to $10 at a casual spot and $15 to $25 at a nicer restaurant. Public transportation in Montevideo is affordable and reliable, with bus rides costing approximately $1. Now, healthcare in Uruguay is a huge draw and nothing short of exceptional. The Mutualista system allows expats to pay into a healthcare plan with full coverage for around $90 to $150 per month, depending on age and provider. Many expats say that it rivals or exceeds the care that you would receive in Europe or the US. The country is small but rich in natural beauty, with serene beaches, rolling countryside, and a calm, easygoing pace of life that's perfect for retirees and digital nomads alike. Uruguay may be the underdog in this list, but for those who want a safe, stable, and forward-thinking place to live, it's quickly rising to the top. And finally, we're at the number 1 country on our list in Latin America that expats are moving to, and that country is Panama. Panama has long been a favorite for expats and retirees, and for good reason. It offers a little bit of everything: modern city living, gorgeous beaches, jungle adventures, and an expat-friendly lifestyle that makes settling in easy. If you've never been to Panama City, it is a stunner, with sleek modern skyscrapers and upscale malls, but walk just a few blocks and you're in the historic Casco Viejo, a beautifully restored colonial district and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Residency is straightforward here. Retirees love the Pensionado visa, which only requires $1,000 in monthly income and comes with a long list of retiree benefits. Retirees can get 25% off airfare, 50% off entertainment, 15 to 20% off medical bills, and even discounts at restaurants and your utilities. It's really incredible, and no other country offers these types of discounts. It is one of the most generous retiree programs in the world. Housing is also diverse and affordable. You can rent a comfortable apartment with views of the sea, starting at $650 on up to $1,200. If you prefer cooler mountain air, head to Boquete, where rentals will start at around $600 on up to $1,000. In David, a quieter city with great access to nature, apartments start here at approximately $300 and can run all the way up to $1,000. Now, Boquete, the eternal spring mountain town I mentioned, many expats flock to this area because it's 70 degrees year-round. There's no need for air conditioning or heat. It's perfect weather year-round. If you're interested in purchasing real estate in Panama, expect to pay about $100,000 starting out in Panama City for an apartment. When you move outside the big city and you start exploring smaller homes, you'll find buys starting at $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, but may need a little work. So to live in this tropical paradise with an incredible infrastructure and real estate options at these price points is truly incredible. Expats have reported that utilities will run approximately $75 to $120 per month, and internet is around $30 to $50 per month. Groceries for a couple will average between $250 to $350 per month, noting that local produce at the markets are really affordable and cheap. Eating out is also budget friendly friendly, you can enjoy a full local meal for $4 to $6 and $10 to $20 at mid-range restaurants. Getting around is easy in Panama City. Taxis and rideshare options are affordable, and public buses and their metro cost less than $1 per ride. Healthcare in Panama is excellent, with modern hospitals and English-speaking doctors, especially in Panama City. Expats can choose public or private care, and private insurance is going to run you approximately $80 to $150 per month, depending on age. Panama also makes it easy to integrate here. The government welcomes foreign retirees, infrastructure is solid, and you'll find large, established expat communities across the country. It's that blend of convenience, culture, coastal beauty, and financial freedom that keeps Panama at the top of the list year after year. So there you have it, the top 3 countries expats are moving.
Awesome, guys. Well, really good video. Go check out Adventure Freaks. And I hope that this helps you. If you made it this far, like his channel, subscribe at mine as well. I'm looking to help more people learn about what life outside of the US or life by their own design could look like. And by the way, if you made it this far and you're not ready for retiring, you can actually stay in these places long term and rent and live for much cheaper than like in the US or the UK or like Australia, like different Western countries. So I highly recommend thinking about that a bit more and setting up your life so that you're not stuck in one place, especially if you want to start building financially and really build a life that you really want. Assuming you're interested in leaving, you probably made it this far in the video, but like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.